Women love to act like they're unshakable, like nothing you do gets under their skin. But here's the truth. It's the little things that wreck that composure. The tiny, almost accidental gestures that bypass her logic and hit her on a gut level. They don't look like moves. You don't even realize you're doing them. But she notices. She feels them. And suddenly, she's not as composed as she thought. Today we're breaking down 8 of those micro gestures, the ones that make women lose control, even when they swear they're perfectly fine. 1. The thumb hook in your pocket or belt loop. Let's start with one that screams grounded masculinity without you saying a word. It's that casual stance where you hook your thumb into a pocket or belt loop. You're not puffing up, you're not fidgeting, you're anchored. Why does this get to her? Because it's unspoken dominance. In body language psychology, this low-effort claim signals territorial presence. You're rooted, you're comfortable in your own skin. To her, that reads as calm authority. It's primal. And the kicker, you probably do it when you're not even thinking about it, which makes it look completely unposed. And speaking of unposed, the next one makes her feel like she just caught a glimpse of you off guard, and that's exactly why it works. 2. The slow neck stretch and shoulder roll. Picture this. You roll your shoulders back, tilt your neck slowly, maybe stretch like you're shaking off tension. To you, it's just loosening up. To her, it's an unexpected show. Neck exposure is one of the most vulnerable yet primal displays in male body language. Combined with broadening your shoulders, it draws her eyes straight to your frame. Luann Brizendine in The Female Brain notes how women subconsciously respond to physical expansion. It signals health, strength, and vitality. But because it's casual, not posed, it feels raw, unfiltered. It's the difference between trying to look good and being caught naturally attractive. And trust me, she notices the difference. And if you think that's subtle, the next one makes her zero in on one of the most underrated and irresistible parts of you. 3. The ring or watch adjustment. Ever catch yourself fiddling with your watch, sliding a ring, adjusting a cufflink? It's small, it's absent-minded, but to her, it's captivating. Why? Because it pulls her attention to your hands, and hands, according to research on nonverbal attraction, are one of the top subconscious scanning zones for women sizing up a man. When you slowly slide a ring or adjust your watch, it's a grooming gesture that reads as controlled, deliberate. It projects composure while highlighting one of your most expressive features. And the slower you do it, the more it telegraphs restraint and self-awareness, 2 traits that crank her curiosity way up. And if you think that's interesting, wait until you hear why the next one drives women absolutely crazy, even though you're barely moving at all. Quick pause, because if this stuff fascinates you, I've got something you're not supposed to have. I put together a cheat sheet called 25 Forbidden Signals She's Secretly Into You. It's not fluff, it's the exact micro-behaviors women do when they're attracted, even when they're trying to play it cool. These are the things she'd never admit to, the ones you're not meant to notice. And once you know them, you'll start catching them everywhere, in women you thought you couldn't read. It's exclusive, I don't share it on YouTube, and it'll change how you see every interaction. The link's down below, grab it while you can. 4. The idle finger drag. This one feels like nothing, until you realize how much it does to her. Picture it. You're tracing your fingertips along the rim of a glass, running them slowly across a table edge, maybe drumming lightly on an armrest. It's absent-minded, but to her, it's loaded. Slow, idle finger movements are inherently sensual. They communicate relaxation, confidence, and, whether you intend it or not, suggestiveness. In behavioral research, these peripheral gestures catch the eye because they're rhythmic and unpredictable. She notices them because they make her feel something, even if she can't put her finger on why. And if that doesn't seem like much, wait until you add this next one. It's a single, fleeting move that can leave her replaying the moment for hours. The tongue on teeth pause. Ever pause mid-thought and run your tongue along your teeth? Maybe press your lip lightly between your teeth while you're thinking? It's subtle, it lasts a second, and it makes her heart skip. Why? Because it reads as restrained intensity, a flash of whatever you're holding back, frustration, focus, maybe something more. It's subconscious, but in attraction psychology, these micro-expressions trigger curiosity and a spike in arousal. She's not just watching your face, she's wondering what you're thinking. And that makes this one of the most powerful and completely accidental gestures you can make. And if that one pulls her in, the next one turns up the tension without you saying a single word. Number 6, the slow lean in and pull back. Leaning in is dangerous when done wrong. Too fast, it's needy. Too close, it's overbearing. But the slow lean in, different story. You shift closer when she's talking, just enough for her to feel the space change. Then, after a beat, you ease back. This push-pull dynamic creates subconscious tension. Luann Brizendine calls it mirror response activation. Her body syncs to yours. When you lean in, she does too. When you pull back, she feels the loss of proximity and wants it back. It's conversational, it's casual, but it's magnetic. And if you think that's powerful, wait until you hear the last two, because one of them will leave her completely suspended in the moment. 7. The half turn with over-the-shoulder look. You've probably done this without realizing how devastating it is. You're walking away, but you don't just leave. You pause halfway through the turn, glance back over your shoulder, maybe with the faintest grin, then keep going. It's cinematic, it's suggestive, and it lingers. Why? Because it creates an emotional hook. You're leaving, but you're not gone. It feels like an unspoken invitation. Psychologists call this attentional capture. She can't help but replay that moment, wondering what you meant by it. It's not overdone, it's not a performance, it's casual, and that's why it works. And that tiny glance, it sets up the last one, which doesn't just make her lose control in the moment, it keeps her thinking about you long after you're gone. 8. The controlled exit at the high point. Here's the move almost no one uses, and it's the one that makes her obsess. You leave when the energy is peaking, not when things are dying down, not when you've run out of words. You leave when she's laughing, engaged, maybe even leaning in. You walk away on your own terms, calm, grounded, deliberate. This taps into the Zeigarnik effect, the psychological quirk that makes our brains fixate on unfinished moments. You've left the interaction open-ended, unresolved, and now she can't stop replaying it. Robert Greene calls this leaving them wanting more. And it's exactly why this works, because you're the man who doesn't overstay, doesn't over-explain. You leave on a high, and she can't wait for the next time. And that, right there, is the difference between being forgettable and living rent-free in her mind. So, which one of these do you think you already do without realizing? Drop it in the comments. I love seeing which ones you guys catch yourselves doing. And if you want to know the secret signals women give back when you pull these off, go grab the cheat sheet I mentioned. 25 forbidden signals she's secretly into you. It'll change how you read every interaction. Hit like, subscribe, and check out the next video I made for you. Until next time, pay attention, make your move, and own the moment.